and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I am super excited about today's spread because today we are doing a collective energy spread to see what's good, okay, what's popping with the energy this week for all of us, what we're going to be going through, what's coming up, okay, what we should know about. Before we get started, DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading, because you can ask whatever you want for the reading, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel and comment below what video you want to see next. So let's just get right into it. I keep looking at that one. I'm just gonna pull from this one first to see what comes through since I'm drawn towards it. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. I hope you guys are having a good week so far, depending on when you're watching this. Yeah, let's hope for the best. Honestly, I'm not even going to talk about how I feel about the energy, you know, before we get started, because I don't want to, you know, I just want to be open. I want to be open to what the universe has to say. So let's just get into it. So we have nurture yourself, media, and stay true to yourself. Those are our first cards that we have. So now that something has come up, I will say I did just do the love pick a card reading, and a consistent theme was to speak your truth. It's very important this week that we speak our truths, because I just feel like for whatever reason the energy this week, people are testing us. They're testing us, testing our limits, etc. And it's just really going to be important for us to stay true to ourselves and to speak our mind this week. Avoid confrontation, but if something comes up to where, you know, you need to put in your 2 cents, definitely do it. This just isn't the week to hold your tongue. Don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. That's what it says at the bottom of the Stay True to Yourself card. So honestly, I feel a little bit of testing, not in a bad way, but I feel like a little back and forth. You know, some things where, for an example, you may make up your mind about something or someone, and you may say, listen, I don't want to be, you know, in this with you, whatever, just as an example, right? This is the week where people would give you pushback, and, you know, not necessarily in an aggressive way, but I do feel the energy of this week, it just feels like people are needing a little bit more of a response, or I don't want to say excuse, but they just people are looking for more. They're having a hard time accepting the word no this week, okay? And then we have nurture yourself. Nurture yourself. Investing time in self-care now will yield more energy for you later. So definitely time to invest in your self-care, whether that be working out, whether that be doing mental exercises. That's a new thing I just found on YouTube. There's different mental exercises that can help you remember things better, help you, you know, be more sharper and remember things like day to day, help boost your mood and your energy. That's a new thing I've been doing. It's so cool. And then also, you know, just preserving your own energy, you know. And then we have media. You can reach more people by working with video, audio, print, and online media. So something that can help you this week or distract you from whatever you have going on in your life that you don't particularly want to focus on right now is a creative project. You could start a creative project. Something to do with photography, and I've been getting that a lot lately. Something to do with photography, maybe, so you can have a bomb, you know, Instagram spread or whatever your thing is, okay? But something to do with media can help you. And if you've been wanting to, say for example, you know, create your own website, if you've been wanting to, you know, do something like that to do with media, this is a great week to do that. So let's see what else comes through. I'm going to pull some spirit animal cards. It just feels right. I feel very guided in this moment by my guides. So let me just go with the flow. The bee spirit. Ooh, I love that. The parrot spirit. And the grasshopper spirit. Wow, this is the week to start new. Sometimes it's just like not a good time, okay? Sometimes it just really isn't the time to start something new, but honestly, I'm seeing, you know, this is. Okay, so we have the bee spirit, the parrot spirit, and the grasshopper spirit. At the bottom of the grasshopper spirit card, it says, take a leap of faith. I'm definitely seeing that that can benefit us this week. Like I was saying before, if there's something with media you've been wanting to do, definitely definitely do that this week, because seriously, be spirit, sweet results await is what it says at the bottom of this card. So it feels like in terms of business and in terms of new business ventures that have to do with entrepreneurship or creativity, those are really going off this week. Now let's get into the Parrot Spirit card. At the bottom of the card, it says, watch your words. So it's a slippery slope. It's tricky. You know, on one hand, there's definitely a need to stay true to yourself and express yourself. But even staying true to yourself, you still have to kind of go with the regular ebb and flow of people. You don't want to come off as abrasive or disrespectful, or you know, you don't want to come off as rude. To a degree, you know, if you're saying something that people don't like, they're just not going to agree with what you have to say, and you know, they may have an adverse reaction to whatever you're saying, just regardless. So you definitely still want to speak up for yourself, but be careful with your words as to not, you know, hurt anyone's feelings or say anything that's just unnecessary. So let's keep going. Four of Coins, Nine of Cups, and the 10 of Staffs. Yeah, this is also a good week to preserve. Don't be tempted with all the at-home sales to spend money at this time. Take that money and either invest it maybe in something that can help you down the line, or you know, into like, you know, a business or something like that. $100 order is, you know, could be the same price as buying your first domain, you know, and having your own website. So this isn't the time to splurge on things that really don't serve you. You want to invest only in things that serve your higher purpose and stay really true to yourself this week. This is just not the week to put on a mask and try to conform and do anything or be anyone that someone else wants you to be. With the Four of Coins, you definitely want to stay authentic, but also watch your spending, be mindful of your spending, and only invest in things that are going to, you know, progress your future. With the 10 of Staffs in reverse, it just feels like a lot of things have been neglected, and this is definitely a week to kind of play catch up and pick up. Definitely, how do I want to word this? It's like the week to tie up all the loose ends that maybe you've ignored for a certain amount of time. Like for me, example, I have to call so many places. I can't even get into it, but I have so many things that I've been neglecting doing, very important things that I need to do this week. So that's something that I'm going to be focusing on, just getting it done so that we can have that clean slate. And then with this Nine of Cups, honestly, let me pull some romance cards, because that's kind of making me feel like there's going to be a change in terms of love soon. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's happening in the love life front. Ooh. Sheesh. Okay, so we have abundance of love, ask a friend, and love of a lifetime. Okay, so those are the cards we have. Yeah, I'm definitely sensing love is going to be a hot topic in the weeks to come, and I believe, I don't know exactly when, but I know sometime in May, Venus in Gemini goes retrograde, if I'm correct. I don't know. I was looking at the chart earlier today. Maybe I'm wrong. And yeah, but I know sometime in May. So we may be in the pre-shadow effect. If it's not already here, we may be feeling that energy still. So things are changing in terms of love. But Gemini, you know, is a very interesting, it's a very interesting planet. Or planet. OMG, I'm getting all backwards, but you get what I'm saying. It's a very interesting thing for Venus to be in Gemini and then to go retrograde. So I honestly don't know what that's going to look like. My Venus in my chart is in Gemini, so I'm used to the hot mess, but in retrograde, yikes. Okay, but we're getting a lot of positive energy, so for me, it translates as positive change, but I just feel like it'll be really fun. And with this ask a friend energy, to be quite honest, I'm not sure why friends would have to be involved, but it makes a lot of sense. I'm not about to drag Gemini right now, but it just makes a lot of sense. And then we have abundance of love. So honestly, I feel things changing in a love standpoint quickly and for the better. It feels very good. Let me pull some of these cards quick, just to see what other messages we get for the universe for this week. Honestly, it's a pretty positive spread. It feels good. It feels fun. It feels like a lighthearted energy that we have not gotten to explore in a while. So it feels very good to me. So let's keep going. Facing fear, care and compassion, and soul flame. Ooh, this is exciting. Facing fear, care and compassion, and soul flame. Those are the cards we have. So soul flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. Yeah, and honestly, with that stay true to yourself card, it feels like for some of us, we may have lost the connection between self and, you know, who we want to be. And, you know, it just feels like some of us have truly gotten lost in the sauce of a connection and, you know, what someone else wants for us, what someone else wants from us. I know this is something that I've had to deal with in the recent past, coming back to myself after being in a relationship that really changed me, not in a bad way necessarily, but it was just a situation where my desire to please them overshadowed who I was. And it's a learning curve not to allow yourself to get into that, and you have to learn, you know, to see the signs within yourself that you're, you know, doing that, and, you know, work your way out of it. And then we have care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. To be quite honest, I don't see it as a bad idea necessarily to offer a helping hand, especially if it's something like, oh, someone needs help moving or something like that. But when it comes to matters of the relationship or touchy subjects, I wouldn't offer my own advice with that this week, just because it feels like it's very important to speak your truth. And if your truth, you know, goes against what someone else is kind of experiencing or what they feel or whatever, you know, I just wouldn't get involved in that. I wouldn't put myself in a position to have to watch my words, like the parrot spirit said. I don't know why that's confusing me, but yeah. And then we have facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So yeah, guys, it feels like very much so. There's a lot of, the energy is honestly going in a lot of different directions. For the most part, it feels like we have a lot of progress coming through this week. I just feel a lot of progress for projects that, you know, we've wanted to work on, progress in self. It feels very good, honestly. The energy feels very positive overall. It feels very necessary, like very necessary changes happening here. Journey by moonlight, navigating by the stars, and impasse. Yeah, some of you guys have a decision to make. Impasse, navigating by stars, and journey by moonlight. So impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy is what it says. So for some of you, you really have to decide what's important to you this week and get out of a mind state again where it's like, you know, you're so focused on pleasing other people. It's time to return back to our authentic selves and really just focus on pleasing ourselves this week. You know, it's like we need to return back to what is important to us. And that's kind of like the main focus this week, is just to focus on yourself, because there's so many energies. I can feel them pulling us in so many different directions. If you don't focus on yourself, you're going to get lost in someone else's drama, and it's going to put you in a position, which the cards already warned us about, to watch our words and to be careful so you don't end up losing a friend this week, or, you know, so you don't end up in a situation that you just do not want to be in, that's totally unnecessary for you to even be in. We have Journey by Moonlight. Believe in the magic. I definitely feel surprises coming, and I feel something very, very strong in terms of love coming up. I feel something very, very strong in terms of love coming up. And depending, you know, what part of spirituality you focus on, we have a lot of ascensions happening. And around this time is when the second round of ascensions are really happening, and a lot of people are waking up, and a lot of people are being united with their divine counterparts, etc., things like that. So not to get totally into that, because that's a rabbit hole in its own, but yeah, believe in the magic. It's going to be a very magical time. It feels very magical for me. And then we have navigating by the stars. I mean, there's this continuous kind of reoccurring theme in this spread to invest in a business venture, or even, you know, when people say business venture, it's not necessarily something that requires money. This could be your time, even if you want to be TikTok famous, or if you want to be an Instagram model, okay? That's why before we were getting that energy where it's like, oh yeah, invest in something to do with media, or, you know, maybe take some pictures, or you know what I'm saying? It's different for everyone, but definitely do something that can push you forward and do that creative project this week. At the bottom of this card, it says follow your bliss. I don't know if I said that already, but I do feel the importance of this card. I really do. I'm just gonna pull from this deck. Why not? It's the only deck I haven't pulled from, so it's like, I ain't gonna leave you out in the cold. I'll pull. But this is a great week for business. Poised, loyal heart, and peace. And honestly, instantly, I got the energy from the loyal heart card to be about self. It's definitely important to be loyal to yourself this week with that poised energy. Also, do not allow anyone to drag you into their drama, because the people who are in drama this week are going to be people who have not done the necessary work up until this point to solve what they've needed to solve, because we've kind of been talking about the last few weeks about needing to work on different things, etc. And we finally have like a breakthrough this week where it feels really good. You guys should be in a really good position this week. You should be feeling, you know, relaxed. You should, and even if you're not, you know, feeling relaxed, you should feel like you've gotten something done in the recent past. If you don't, this is the perfect week to start it. But you know, in terms of drama and unnecessary things like that, the only people who are really going to be in drama are, again, people who have not worked on themselves at all up until this point, and they're just reaching into thin air for something to entertain them. You guys should really be at peace this week. Honestly, I'm getting such a good vibe from this week, and I wanted to say that before the spread, but I'm glad I waited to the end so I didn't jinx it. But seriously, there's a lot of good energy just radiating from this spread, so this is a great week to start new things. And then we have the loyal heart card. Surprisingly, this has nothing to do with anyone else. It is all to do with self. This loyal heart card is literally about us being loyal to what we love, what we want to do, and who we are. And it's really just important to nurture you this week. Nurture you, okay? People will be fine without your loves for 1 week, okay? Take this week to really focus on self, even if you just do face masks every day, okay? That's something that I've literally done for a few weeks at a time, because I felt like there was nothing that I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I wanted to take care of myself, and that's like my go-to, do a face mask when I'm feeling down. I don't know why, but something about my skin afterwards just makes me feel great. But whatever it is for you, okay, maybe it's something like way more deep for you guys, but that's my thing, just as an example. But seriously, be loyal to you this week. And that's just it, okay? DM my Instagram in the description below if you'd like a private reading. You can ask whatever question you want, okay? Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and comment below what video you want to see next. I love you. Have a great week, okay? Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.